Ariel Helwani in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, alongside Stipe Miocic, who meets Roy Nelson this Saturday night, live on pay-per-view at UFC 161. And Stipe, thank you very much for the time. Interesting fight for you. You were going to fight So Palile, a couple injuries. They bring in Roy Nelson. Now you're in the co-main event, and you kind of went from maybe the favorite in your original fight to now a huge underdog. Do you like that change in role?
Yeah, I always like being an underdog. Who doesn't?
You're coming off a loss, first loss of your career. How does that change, the way fight week feels for you, your mindset, how you approach this fight?
I think I approach every fight the same. I'm just going to win. Of course, last fight didn't go the way I wanted it to, but that's why I'm here and that's why I took the fight.
I've seen a lot of interviews with you leading up to this fight, and a lot of them, the majority, they're talking about the loss. Are you tired of talking about what happened in England last year?
No, it kind of brings up the fuel a little bit. It kind of gives me the fire still. It makes me think about, I don't like losing.
In your opinion, what went wrong against Stefan Struve?
He was just a better man that night.
Short on words. You don't even want to talk about it.
That's all right. No big deal, but you can talk about it. But it's just, he was a better man that night.
I don't know if you know about this, but there's some kind of behind-the-scenes drama with Roy Nelson going into this fight. Last fight on his UFC contract. If he wins, he obviously has a lot of momentum going into free agency. If he loses, all that momentum is gone. Do you like being that kind of spoiler? Do you like ruining those plans for him?
I'm just worried about myself. That's all.
Did you even know about that situation? You didn't.
No.
Him and Dana White have had their issues.
A little bit about it. Yeah, but I mean,
you could be kind of the hitman. Take him out.
No, I'm worried about myself here. I got to win that. We're going to fight on Saturday. So.
Do you like this matchup for you?
I love this matchup.
Why?
It just it matches up well for me. I think everything I do, it definitely hurts him. A lot of fights he's lost to guys like me.
So obviously lately he's been knocking guys out, but he's got a very decorated grappling career. Where do you think he wants to take this fight, considering what you do best?
I don't think he's a well-rounded fighter, so I think for him it doesn't really matter.
You went to Cleveland State, right?
Correct.
Obviously, that one of the biggest upsets in the NCAA tournament, Cleveland State was a part of it back in?
Wasn't it
86.
86, sorry. Yeah. It was.
You can be the next Cleveland State guy to pull up an upset.
Who was that against? I can't remember.
Syracuse?
Was it Syracuse?
I think it was. Maybe Indiana.
I don't remember, but yeah, I know you're talking about. It was a Cleveland State. I remember talking about. Yeah.
So you could channel some of that.
I'm in for that, dude.
As the underdog.
Give it to me. Let's go.
Have you improved on anything since your last fight?
Yeah, of course. I think definitely, of course. We went over the fight, saw what I did wrong, and worked on everything I needed to work on.
What's the biggest thing you think you did wrong in that fight?
I just didn't capitalize when I needed to. There's a couple chances in that fight where I definitely could have capitalized more. And then a little bit more of the hype I used with the jiu-jitsu I shouldn't have. I held him back up. Should have kept him down. So.
Any specific reason why you haven't fought since September?
No, just kind of healing up. And I think just the way the card shifted out, it just wasn't in the plan.
And so going into this fight, do you want to showcase something new? Do you want to tell people that Stipe Miocic is not just a striker?
Of course.
You want to showcase?
Yeah, I want to showcase and show that I belong where I belong, in the top 10 and top 5.
Is this a must-win in your opinion?
100%. I think every fight's a must-win.
Right. Especially in the UFC, right?
100%. Yes, sir.
And what do you think of his look? If he gets you in the crucifix with that belly and that beard in your face, a little gross, right?
I'm kind of jealous, though. I wish I could grow a beard like that. He's got a great beard.
I'm jealous too, to be honest.
Right? Come on. This takes like 3 weeks here, But no. I mean, what he does. What I'm saying? He's a good fighter. So it doesn't matter what he looks like.
How do you defend that big overhand right, his version of the H-bomb?
Stay to my right and keep my hands up.
We look forward to seeing if you're able to do that. Thank you very much for the time. He is Stipe Miocic. He meets Roy Nelson this Saturday night on pay-per-view. Thank you, Stipe.